without the microphone, everyone could hear me. But welcome and thank you for coming to Burrillville. I'm a little disappointed because all the TV ads and the papers I get in the mail, I see you with your hat, and we have no hat tonight. First, I'd like to ask you to give us a reason why everyone in this room and other people should vote for you as opposed to Mr. Trillo and, you know, Gina. Obviously,
Yep.
I'm not voting for Gina, but, you know, maybe some people will. Obviously, can you give us something, you know, a good, I've listened to you, you've been pretty good. And also, for the elderly people in the state, like myself, I'm retired, senior citizen. There's people here going to be that. What would you be able to do to help us in the future? Thank you.
Thank you. On that first part of the question, with respect to the election and Trillo and Gina, all I can say is, you know, Joe doesn't have a shot to win. And a vote for Joe is going to help bring another 4 years of Governor Raimondo and what she has brought for the past 4 years, a lot of misery to many Rhode Islanders. And that's where I'm different from both of them. Not only do I have that ability to win, I am confident. I know what I'm doing. And yes, I've made mistakes. I'm not afraid to admit that. But what's different from where I am sit today than 4 years ago, or even when I started 9.5, I've learned from all the experiences, mistakes I made sure that I fixed those mistakes. And this governor can't say that. You know, this UHIP crisis, we're at $660 million. And imagine how many roads, how many school buildings could be fixed with $660 million. You know, I would not have gone down the road that she would have, started that computer system when the federal government tells you you're not ready. I listen. You know, and that's the voice of experience that I bring to the table, managing, because I care about our departments. You know, those kids that have been seriously hurt in DCYF, and, you know, it's sad. Sad to say, 23 have died under DCYF care. That would not have happened under my administration, because I would have put someone in place, first and foremost, that had the experience and met the statutory qualifications, unlike our governor, who put in someone who they had to manipulate the job description to make sure she fits into there. That's not right. And even on DHS, where that UHIP system lies, you know, I don't like to bring in the party politics, but she put in the executive director of the Democratic Party who had no experience in health and human services or IT. That is not putting competent people in charge. You know, I've learned from what I've done in Cranston. I make sure I have good people in place in every single department. I listen to them. Ultimately, it's going to be my call that what I see is going to be the best for everyone with the least impact to people, but that's how I govern. And that's the big distinction between myself and this current governor. Competency, and I think that between, you know, what we've seen for the past 4 years, we as Rhode Islanders deserve better. We don't deserve just lip service. I've seen this governor sit in different forums, different rooms, say something to many of you, but then do something different. We can't have that. While some of you might not agree with what I've said, how I've governed, or even, you know, some of the mistakes that I've made, you might not like it. I will always be forthright and answer your questions. And I'm not afraid to sit here and say, you know what, maybe I did make a mistake when I went down that route. I can change. I am flexible. And that's what you get with me.